Hello everyone, welcome to Past Preserver. Today we're going to be working on my 1930 Ford Model A. Did a little bit of test paint. I kind of like this metallic blue. I think that would look pretty good. This car is definitely rough though. I hit it with the wire wheel and sanded it down some, and we still got a lot of roughness going on. So this car is definitely not going to be perfect. Especially up in here, she's really pitted. My other option would be to buy a bunch of new sheet metal, and yeah, that's the budget doesn't have that in its future. We have a lot of things to do and a lot of parts to buy. Speaking of something that needs parts, this engine is missing a lot of things, although it's got newer bearings in the transmission. Someone went through and they were trying to make this thing nice. The engine itself, while missing some parts, the exhaust manifold and everything on the intake, we have a little fix, but should be good enough to run. The guy did tape everything off, which is really good. Down in here, I don't know if you can see, but it's really shiny, even though our engine's locked up. These are Wizard standard spark plugs. So, since it's locked up, we're going to go ahead and take this valve cover off. It's these bolts here and this little oil pass-through tube. And we're going to see what this looks like in here. Don't know if there's oil in it yet. That's another thing we're going to have to look at. So let's get to it. Wow, look at that. That is really nice. Well, I'm going to spray these all down. We're going to see if we can get this thing to turn over. I've had it soaking with some, I need to get some ATF and acetone in there. Super slick stuff. And some Seafoam Deep Creep and some WD-40. It's had a bunch of stuff put down the cylinders. We just threw everything in the kitchen sink at it. Well, I'm just going to spray a little bit down each one. This Deep Creep is really what I want to use. I wonder if there's any oil in it. I'm missing the dipstick. Let's go find one. Well, considering I can't find a dipstick, how about a zip tie? That ought to get way down in that oil pan. Let's see what we got. Hope there's something in here. Uh-oh. That came back dry. Well, let's drain what's in there and put some fresh oil in and see if that helps us any. The fill hole is up here. Well, I think we're going to have to drop the drain pan. You want to know why? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That should not be loose. Let's see if anything does come out. Absolutely. Oh, there's a little bit of oil there. Yeah, nothing. Okay, this has me a little more concerned because how rough is it up in... Ooh, I was hoping there'd be something in there. All right, I think we're going to drop this drain pan. I'm just going to get a gasket set. I kind of didn't want to do that. But as one of my commenters, Garden Tractor Boy, said, just ahead to see what you're working with in the engine, and he's right. We can find out if this thing's been rebuilt or not, or at least had new parts thrown at it. Dang. I don't know why you drain the engine and let it sit. Maybe it was just rebuilt, flopped in here, and the guy never got back to it. I don't know. gasket, probably wouldn't have, yeah, it needed a new gasket. So definitely gonna have to order a gasket set if we can get this thing loose. But in there looks promising, not all rusty, looks pretty clean. Let's see what she looks like underneath. Get on my creeper so we can creep around. And is that paint or is that corrosion? I think it's paint. Okay. Wow. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. This thing looks like it's been rebuilt. Sweet. That looks fresh. New pistons maybe? Oh man, it's a shame you're locked up. Why are you locked up? Nothing looks overly bad. Maybe a new oil pump too? I don't know. Oh, I can't get any further up under there. You guys are just gonna have to look without me. This looks very promising. I'm going to soak all this down. Not sure what's going on with the gunk there. Yeah, we're going to spray this down and see what we can do. Boy, this thing looks nice. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Well, I sprayed her down pretty heavy with Deepcrete. Let's see if that does the job. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. Golly, rebuilt motor, nice. Gotta be kind of careful doing it this way I don't break a tooth off, but let's see if we can get her to, ooh. She's coming. Ha ha! There we go. She's gonna be a loose one. Just need a little lube on her. Come on, keep going. Celebrating too soon. It went one way a little bit. Can we turn it back? This is not the right bar for doing this. I need to see if I got a different bar. Yeah, we gotta see what else I got for a bar, but she did move that way just a little bit. Well, next best thing I can think of, we're gonna kick this into a gear and see if turning the wheels, not really, it's gonna help us out any. Leave it in a gear. Is the clutch released? No. I'm gonna have to try and turn both wheels, I think. Let's just see if that does anything. Gonna throw a little ATF and some acetone down in there. We're just gonna mix it in. I think that bottom gear set's stuck. 50-50, roughly. Well, while I was waiting for that to kind of set in a little bit and loosen up, I messed around with some blue paint. Oh, I really like it. I put a little clear and a little time with the Autogen buffer and Now, this paint wasn't on any primer or anything. It should come off fairly easy. But, oh, I like that color. That's gonna look nice. So, yeah, we're gonna do body, hood, blue, fenders all in black, interior will be black just because that's easiest to do. And maybe we'll give it a blue dash. That might look, yeah, that might look nice. Ooh, I like the look of that. Yeah, I'm loving the metallic blue. Okay, we're set on a color. Now I've had the ATF and transmission fluid working down in here for, I don't know, it's been a couple hours, I guess. I kind of went and ate lunch. So we'll see if we can get anything loose now. Okay, let's see about getting this head off. Oh man. Oh no. I think they were supposed to be like about 70. Well, if there's two things I could do without, it's mouse and mosquitoes. Look at this. Clean that all out, but yeah, this is a rebuilt motor. That is very nice. 80 thousandths. It's been bored out 80 thousandths? Jeez, I got a powerhouse here. Wow. Okay, yeah, we need to save this engine. It's had all the work done to it. We're gonna have to get a new gasket set. I kind of bummed this up. Darn, I didn't realize that front bolt, I thought it was part of the housing up there, but no, it goes all the way through. I was thinking there's gotta be another head bolt there. Again, I haven't really had one of these engines apart, so, whatever. We'll see what we can do here about getting the vacuum cleaner fired up and sucking all these water jackets clean from the mouse nest. Maybe get a block of wood or something, see if we can get this thing freed up. Oh yeah, all in the head too. Head looks nice. Other than that, well, that cleaned up pretty good. Boy, that mouse was all over in there. He had a penthouse up in the head here. Yeah, she cleaned up good. So you guys missed a little bit because the GoPro decided, oh, I'm too hot to record, even though it's kind of cool in here today. So what we're gonna do, I took the bolts off the bell housing. We're gonna pull that transmission out. And the easiest way to do that looks like it's gonna be to take these two U-bolts off, and that's all it's holding this rear end on actually. So these come out, this little square nut kind of centers it all up, and we'll hopefully just pull this back, drop that. I'm hoping it all comes apart right, so I can't spin that, get those bolts off, you know, for the flywheel and the clutch. I hope that all comes off in one piece. We will see, because I think the transmission's locked up. I just can't see that engine being the issue. Well, let's see about getting these off.
Let's see if this will. Man, that thing's heavier than I thought it'd be. We're gonna have to get another jack. Where do I have another jack at?
Well, the U-joint is hooked up. I wasn't expecting that, because turning any of these shafts didn't seem to be doing anything to the rear end. And turning the rear end wasn't doing anything up here, so I thought maybe we were missing the U-joint. Okay, I'm gonna see about getting that off. I really need to get a book for this or something. And by the time I get the book, I'll be done with it. And boom, rear end is out, down, full oil. As long as it's not leaking. No. Okay, now let's see what we can do about dropping this transmission. I put the jack under it in hopes that it might catch it. I don't know if If it's just going to come off there, the housing, I doubt it. It's probably another thing to fight. Is it? Yeah, it's, at least I can spin this around and unbolt it, the clutch, for the most part. Oh boy, that's gonna be a trick. Yeah, great. Well, I'm gonna play with this off camera because this looks fun. So there's like a PTO shaft on the end of this, drive shaft, and it just goes into the U-joint. And thankfully it just slips out of there so you can back the rear end out, which was going to happen eventually anyway, because I kind of want to clean up under here. Yeah, he even repainted the spring at one point. This frame has been gone over once, but I'm going to go over it again, I think. Clean it up and repaint it. We're this far in, might as well keep going. So the next step is going to be to get this clutch assembly off the flywheel. And the best way to do that, since it's not turning, is to turn the housing. I'm going to start at the bottom. I got to take all these bolts out. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way around, leave the last couple for the top. So hopefully I can drop this in a controlled manner and not break anything. That's the goal, at least. So I did put a jack stand under this in case it falls before I got crawling underneath it. Get these bottom bolts out. I have one kind of holding it. We're going to see what happens. I got the jack underneath here. I'm hoping that this will just come on out, drop down. Probably slide it back a little bit and drop it down. Oh, there it goes. That's what I wanted. There's the back of the flywheel. Let's see here. Lower you down. Well, that clutch looks like it needed replaced. I would have thought you would have put a new clutch in this. Well, good thing we did this. Boy, do all this, that clutch, maybe that's just how these are, but oh, that's actually pretty thick. I take it back. That face goes down to there. Okay. All right, that's not bad then. All right. I don't think that was right though. I gotta look at how that works, but I think that this slider is supposed to be on the other side of those fingers, isn't it? Or maybe it pushes in on the, I guess it pushes in on the fingers, which it wasn't really doing. So, yeah, we're gonna fiddle around and see if we can get this engine loose now. I think something internal is stuck. Oh well, regardless, this needed to come off. We can get it cleaned up too. Try to get in the bite on one of these bolts and see what we can do here. Tighten the bolt up before it wants to. Try turning the engine. Yeah. Dang it. Something inside is very locked up. Oh boy. That's not the answer I wanted. You used assembly lube and everything and she's still locked up. Well, looks like we're going to be going even further into this. Well, I guess we'll have to stay tuned for part 2 of a many part series. I'm just basically going to do a video a day when I work on this. I'm going to get something for a video, quit on it, and we'll just upload that, because otherwise this is going to be a stupid long video and I'm never going to get the thing edited and it'll never get finished. So yeah, it's going to be more like an update as the project goes on. So that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like, hit subscribe if you enjoyed this. Probably didn't learn a whole lot, but I did. We got an 80 thousandths over engine and a stuck engine. And a transmission that's kind of locked up too. That bottom set of gears should be turning, and it doesn't want to. So there are some issues here. That transmission had to come out regardless. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe for more.